What is deep work? In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can get absolutely everything done in just 90 minutes or less. So, what is deep work? Deep work is focused, distraction-free cognitive effort on cognitively demanding tasks. It's basically focusing on something for a long period of time, and because you're so focused on something for a long period of time, you're going to produce the most amount of results. Deep focus is called a flow state, and usually in a flow state you lose track of time and you produce your best work. Today's information overload, quality work suffers because you're always distracted. Deep work allows you to achieve more with less time. Not only just achieve more, but produce higher quality results. And step 0 of deep work is basically going to be about 60 to 90 minute work blocks. Why do work blocks matter? It's because it's not going to be you filling up 8 whole hours of work anymore. It's actually going to be you filling up 60 to 90 minute blocks, then taking a break every 60 to 90 minutes. And because you give each task 60 to 90 minutes, you're always going to be fully focused on that single task for 60 to 90 minutes instead of telling yourself, oh, I'm gonna do all these 5 tasks in 8 hours. No. How has that ever worked out for you? You probably did the first task, then skipped the third task, then switch back to the first one because you remember this one's more important. And focusing all your energy into one task for 60 to 90 minutes will inevitably give you better and more results in less time, because you don't switch tasks all the time. You just focus on one, you get that one done, you take a break, go for another work block, get that one done, take a break, go for another work block, etc., etc. And by basically practicing how to focus, you're improving your future self's capacity for work, because work blocks enhance your ability to stay laser focused on the task at hand. And you can take advantage of a law called the Parkinson's law, where if you give yourself 90 minutes to complete a task, you will take 90 minutes to complete a task. Compared to school, where a teacher gives you a week to complete a project, it's going to take you a week to complete the project, whereas you would need to complete this project within today. You would probably complete it within the day. So use the Parkinson's law on yourself and reap the benefits. This video is basically going to be tips about how you can improve your work blocks and how you can ensure the success of your work blocks. Number 1 is going to be your environment. Your room should be clean, or your workspace should be clean. For starters, clean your room. There should be no visible dust. There should be no visible trash. There should be nothing that can pull you out of your flow state once you're inside that flow state. There should be no distractions where, let's say you've been working for around 15 minutes and you don't have your phone on do not disturb, and it's right there on your table and it's lying with the screen up. What's going to happen is you're probably going to open that message and you're probably going to reply to it. You probably only lost 20 seconds replying to the message. No harm done. What you've actually lost is 15 seconds and the 15 minutes of focus that you've just been accumulating. In order to enter a flow state, you have to have been doing a task for at least 15 minutes to enter a flow state, because there's always going to be a distraction, and it's always going to vibrate, and it's always going to make a sound. You're not going to be able to enter that flow state because there's always going to be a source of distraction. So you can either put your phone on do not disturb, put it on your desk with the screen facing down, or just put it in the drawer or put it in a different room entirely. Next is going to be batching and drains. Basically, you should batch your work together. You should be grouping your tasks together and taking breaks. Not like the Pomodoro method where you take a break every 20 minutes. What the hell is that? Deep work also trains your focus. You resist distraction and just keep full focus on your work. You ever been working and then you just get a thought to open your messages? Exactly. You're going to learn how to resist that so that you can say to yourself, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep my deep work flow. And let's say you start out with 45 minutes of deep work, because not everybody can get to 90 minutes of deep work. Probably at level 1 deep worker. You're gonna work your way up to level 10 deep worker, where you can enter a deep work state for 90 minutes or above. The most important things to do so that you get into a deep work state is actually not during your deep work blocks, but before your deep work block. What do I mean by this? You should develop a ritual, a pre-deep work ritual, where you do certain activities so that you can trigger your brain's deep work mode. For me, it's taking a cold shower before I do my deep work. For you, it could be something different. It could be meditation before your work so that your mind is calm, it's silent, and you can just full focus on your work. For me, it's a cold shower because a cold shower just rejuvenates my body and I can just feel good while I'm doing work. You gotta find that deep work ritual before you ever even enter your deep work state. So, the benefits of deep work. Like I said, you're going to do things a lot better and a lot quicker, but you're actually going to also improve your brain's creativity and problem solving. By focusing on something for long periods of time, your brain is going to adapt to that and improve, which will lead to you having clear focus during other things like school, and it's also going to improve your learning and your knowledge retention, because by focusing on something for a long time, your brain is going to learn how it can hold on to things for longer, which obviously means your memory improves. And because you're doing everything so much better and so much more efficient, you're going to feel a lot better after you finish your work. You've probably had those days where you sit down on your desk and you're about to do your work, and it's been 8 hours and you've only achieved around 20% of what you were supposed to achieve, and you're going to have less stress and anxiety because all it's gonna take for you is 90 minutes to finish that essay. I hope this video helped you. Just trust the process.